Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. And new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Returning visitors, thank you. Peaceful and prosperous life. We're going to get into the reading today, guys, to do something a little different. I'm going to do the elements: air, earth, no, fire, earth, air, and water, and in that order. Okay. So we're going to start with the signs, then we're going to do the entire element. Okay. So that's what we're going to do from now. It makes a little bit more sense, and I'm not bouncing back. So here we go. Aries, the justice in the upright. That's what you have for the today, Aries. If there's some court proceedings or something along those lines, um, or if there's just a decision to be made, you're coming into more balance. You're going to feel that this decision is fair and equitable. Like if it's a court proceeding, put it this way: things are going to look favorably on you. Okay. However, Leo, with the judgment and the reverse. So this is what I want you to do, Leo. This is very interesting that in your saying this is what happens. And we've got 3 major arcana, and we've got and for Sagittarius, the Fool in the upright. So Leo's is what I'm seeing for Leo with the judgment in the reverse. That not everything in love and war, right? Okay. So your element is telling me, the whole element sign is that you're going to, if there are proceedings or decisions that have to be made or what have you with Aries and or Leo, the outcome is fair. Aries might view it very fair. Leo is going to say that wasn't quite right, and the higher good is the other. But the universe is saying I'm doing what I need to do in order to get the results that I need to get. Okay, so that's a little now, Leo. Also for you, be sure you're not doing something that is against your higher calling today. Be sure you're not making decisions that go against your higher calling. And sometimes, hey, good morning. Yeah, I had that early conference call today, so I figured I'd jump on now and get my day started. So Sagittarius, it's got the Fool here in the upright. So Sag, back on this in the saddle again, right? You're back to your old self. You're like, hey, we're gonna try something new today. We're gonna enjoy the day. You're making you corner. Whereas Leo, your day to day is, I don't know that I felt that was quite right. And just again, be sure you don't go against greater good. And not saying that you're unethical or anything like that, Leo. Just saying that sometimes we get a little bit in our feelings, or Leo, you guys are very because of that father-like nature, you guys see things once, and when they don't quite go that way sometimes, it's not, yeah, you're like, that's not fair, right? So, but just be sure you're making are for the greater good. Okay. All right. Now we have earth signs. Earth Taurus, you have the 10 of Wands in the upright. So Taurus, be careful that you're not taking on other people's burden. I mean, you're holding everything together though, right? At least with these Arcanum cards here. Got his wands and he's walking and he's kind of like looking off in the distance. So, he's picking up his stuff and he's moving it along. So yeah, that's a good idea. To pick it up, move it along, forward movement. But just be sure you're not carrying other people's stuff. Okay. I don't know why I keep yawning, guys. I got to sleep last night. Okay. Taurus. Virgo. Five of Swords in the upright. It's going to be some verbal sparring here. It looks like you're going to come out on top, though. You're going to win the battle. The question is, does that win the war? I don't know. I don't know. But you're going to win this battle. So, and then Cap, you have the Four of Pentacles in the uprights. Capricorn, you guys are being a tad bit more closed off today, a little more shut down today, not really being your generous, jovial selves. So if I look at the entire element, we have the Ten of Wands, in the upright, followed by Five of Swords in the upright, followed by the Four of Pentacles in the upright. So this is telling me, you guys, that these conversations you're going to have a lot of thought into it. They're not comfortable, but they're necessary. Looks like you're going to come out victorious. You're going to be very protective over yourself in these conversations as well, or the result of the conversations and the kind of sparring, if you will be that you're going to shut her down and protect yourself. All right, here we go. Air signs. Eight of Cups in the upright. So Gemini, looks like you're finally kind of walking away from thought processes or things that are not serving you. You're just kind of walking away. You're like, I'm kind of done. I need to time out. That's fine. Gemini, time out. That's cool. The Libra has Queen of Swords in the reverse. So Libra, you're not being very forthcoming with your communication today, nor are you feeling very sure of yourself or your communication either. You're kind of holding back today, perhaps so that you can review the situation, or just perhaps because you realize it's not going to profit anybody, anything, Libra, to have the conversation the way that you envision it in your brain. Okay. However, finally finding some peace with the Four of Swords in the upright. So things are starting to come a little bit more into balance. You're like, oh, stop right now and not be in the whirlwind that you had been in. So that's good. Today is a good, peaceful day for you. Elements all together. We have the Eight of Cups in the upright. We have that followed by the Queen of Swords in the then we also have the Four of Swords in the upright. So if I'm going to take all these three together, it looks honestly to me like you guys are not going to have your relation you were thinking about you were going to have, where you were going to cut that person 6 ways to Sunday and tell them off, is probably not the best way. And it's not going to do you or them any good. It's not going to resolve the issue. So instead of going down that way, you're going down the route of peaceful coexistence and recognizing that some people's kids you just can't tell a damn thing to. Okay? That's how I interpret those three cards for the air signs. Today, you're not running your mouth. It's just not going anyway, air signs. Just live with it. That's the way life goes. But good that you're finding peace about it, because sometimes really it's not worth. Sometimes that argument just ain't worth it, and you're just better off moving it around. Okay, and then water comes the sun in the reverse. So Cancer, if you were expecting a hopeful brand new start, and the sun to come out, well, the sun's shining here, but it's not probably shining on that expected outcome that you have. Don't give in. Things just are, the answer you were expecting is not probably going to come in the way too. Assess the situation, reassess it, and see where you need to go from there. Okay, don't get moody, don't get broody. And then Scorpio, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're not feeling very generous today. You're not feeling very nurturing and very giving. So anybody that's kind of like messed with you, or just in the corner lately, this is not one of those days where all is forgiven and you're like, oh, this is great, right? Mm-mm. You're taking care home and not giving out to other people. All right. Pisces, you have the world in the uprights. You are feeling good about life and uh, that the last cycle's over, new cycle's begun, and you're feeling very powerful and just like, today is a good day. And it is. So if I'm going to put all of these things together, it's interesting because the first two from the element says something didn't quite start exactly the way that we intended, water signs. And we kind of retreated with the Queen of Pentacles not being our normal, like uber nurturing self, right? Not being our normal, but self. Sometimes maternal, excuse me, self. I almost sometimes think the Queen of Pentacles should be our card as well because that's very mother. It's earth, but it's mothering. Um, so, but then we have the World card to anchor it. And I think what this is saying to me today is we're going to realize that even though something may not have started or kicked off or come to pass, we expected it, because we fell back a little bit and we just took care of ourselves, the outcome is still the way to be with the world. So just know that sometimes even things that we think that we want in the way that we want them, the universe does take a shift. If we have let go of it enough, the universe can say, I understand that you thought you should make a right-hand turn and go around the corner and get there. No, we're going to go left and come around the other corner because what you didn't know if you had made that right-hand turn is there's a huge pothole and tear your car up, right? So the universe knows that. We don't. So I think even though things don't start or come to fruition, I think that they should, or the way we envisioned it happening, it still happens. It just happens in a way. If we're listening and to God, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Give it up to the universe and allow it to play out in the fashion that it should, that the universe decided it should. Then the world still. Good morning, BB. The world is still at our feet, okay? I know I got on super early today, you guys, but I got that reading done for all the elements and everybody in 13 minutes. I am super about that. So, 13 minutes is that. Good morning, Sophia. Very good. Very good. Thank you, dear. Good morning. Good. Thank you, Sophie. Um, so for those on right now, I have a little time. If you would like for me to pull an oracle card for you guys, I'd be more than happy to get you a little personalized information for the day. Does anyone want an oracle card pulled for them? Yes, Miss BB. More than happy to do that, guys. Had a little extra time. So you guys, the video will be fast today. I'm pretty proud of myself. I would be more than happy to, Miss Phyllis. I hope everyone has their coffee that's a coffee drinker. Hello, Jennifer. So are you new? Have I seen you before, dear? We're pulling oracle cards this morning. And then you guys, the actual, when we get done here, the actual replay for the daily reading is only 13 minutes today. I need to get on early every day. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll do something special for you because you're new. All right, BB. BB, today you have the Butterfly Maiden for transformation. So she says you experience enormous change. Didn't you get her last time? I think you got her last time. Experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. BB, as you go through this period of change, it's natural for you to wonder if your future is safe. I'm here to assure you that you're part of nature's cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. To bring in your desired newness, you must first allow old parts of yourself your life to fall away. Changes are to be celebrated, not feared. Give thanks for this shedding of the old. Embrace all of the lessons it brought, and then with excitement at the newness of the gifts that are now being bestowed upon you, and let their magic surprise and delight you, BB. Butterfly Maiden is the Hopi Native American spirit who ensures that crop yields healthy and bountiful harvest. She's a springtime goddess who helps us escape from any cocoon situation that's trapping us or impede our thing. Oh, honey. There you go. That's why she came back to let you know you're doing, honey. To be necessary. Okay? Stay the course, dear. You're so welcome. And tonight, guys, I believe I should be on at 10 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be doing Healing After Heartache today. So now we've got Miss Phyllis, and then Miss Jennifer. Sophie, to answer your question, it's not your ex, but it's somebody your ex is calling you. Your ex would want you to know that it's calling because he thinks that he's still all that in a bag of chips to you. It's one of his little minions. I heard someone call the narcissists little minions. They're flying monkeys. Hello, Jada. Okay, Jada, we're gonna. So I have a couple of cards. Yeah, they have flying monkeys, sweetie. Have you ever Wizard of Oz? If you've never seen the Wizard of Oz, go watch that movie, or look up flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz. The flying monkeys would fly overhead, and they would report back, or like the Wicked Witch of the West could see what they were looking at, like they kind of report back to her. So that's what they usually have, more than one flying monkey. A lot of times they're like a lot of times they're flying monkeys are like or like the narcissist flying monkeys. They tend to be different girlfriends of their guys or whatever they're dealing with. No, honey, you, you're understanding it. Okay, sweetie, Miss Sophie, you asked me a question. I love you, but it's his flying monkeys. He doesn't have too much ego to. Miss Phyllis, Isolt, love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Jada, I see what you're saying. Why are you depressed? Okay, Phyllis, message for you. Good morning, Deborah. When it comes to matters of the heart, your help is here, Miss Phyllis. It's all around you and also inside of you. Your inner wisdom may seem quieted by any pain that you feel, yet be assured that the healing you're undergoing is swift and efficient, and you truly are from the inside out. First, your heart must heal from its grief, loneliness, and any feelings of betrayal. This can take some time, so be patient with yourself. Treat yourself as you would any ailing person, with caution, gentleness, and tenderness, Phyllis. Next, get yourself out into the world, not in a harsh fashion, but with outings to force and such, which are essential to lightening your outlook. Nature is the great healer, you see. That's why I'm frequently amidst the flowers and this. Although they may seem quiet on the outside, they're quite talkative when you breathe and simply ingest their magical tones in conversation. Spend time among the forest and the trees, as well as the plants and the animals, and you'll regain your foothold upon this planet. You'll revive of spirit and your desire to tread among the living once again. I promise you that your heart will mend and that you will also help others in this fashion way. Now, she's another Celtic goddess that was caught in a tragic, listen to this, Phyllis, this is crazy. This legendary Celtic goddess, Isolde, was caught in a tragic love triangle between her husband, King Mark of Cornwall, and Sir Tristan, a handsome and noble knight. Throughout the scenario, Isolde was courageous in dealing with respect for her husband and her profound love for Tristan. Today, Isolde helps us through the corridors of relationship love in familial, romantic, parental, and friendship. She reminds us that, regardless of the situation, our love is real, powerful, and undying. On Isolde whenever you need help with any relationship, including your connection with departed loved ones. Nuts! Interesting. So, oh, Miss Jada, I know that feeling. You're so welcome, Miss Phyllis. I've never pulled her. She's never popped up for anyone yet. So that was really interesting. And the fact that she was all about her three-way. Interesting. Okay, Jennifer, you still here, sweetie? I'm so glad. I'm gonna be praying for you, Miss Phyllis. Good morning, Miss and good morning, Miss Deborah, in case I missed you. Guys, I'm gonna put my email address here. And nope, you didn't at all. I was just waiting on you. You got the UPS, huh? Yay! Okay, you're just starting to my ex best friend, but I don't. And you just started talking to your ex best friend. All right. Um, New folks that are here, and yes, Sophie, I did see you wanted an oracle card. New folks that are, I put my email address in there. Also, well, anybody, and my PayPal if you want to make donations to the channel. You new folks, I'm going to pull a oracle card for you, and then I'm also going to pull 3 more cards. That's what I love to do, and I do that sometimes for everybody. But this morning, I'm going to do it for my newbies in the chat, so you guys can get accustomed to and get kind of an inkling as to what it's like to get a personal reading from me. If you would like a personal reading, You're very welcome, Barbara. It's my pleasure. You're very welcome, Jennifer. If you'd like a personal reading from me, you could just email me, or if you would like, good morning, Sarah Lynn. Ocampo, you're a new subscriber. I have some Ocampos that were in my youth group years and years ago in Wisconsin. They live out east now. So if you'd like personal reading or personal Reiki session with me, is in all of my descriptions. Quite reasonable, actually, guys. I know you guys probably look at like, oh my gosh, but $25 for like a half hour or longer recorded reading is actually really good. And $40 for an hour long like tarot reading with me, that really becomes more like tarot / energy healing. And then $60 Reiki session in person would be sister. Am I cutting in and out for Jennifer today? Oh, I see. All right, Vanessa. What do we have for Jennifer today? In and out kind of bad. God dang it, son of a biscuit. Okay, I tell you what. Everybody that's in here, slightly, but it's okay now. Some people have buffering, and I don't have any buffering on my end. Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, Jennifer. Okay, good. Okay. All right, Sarah Lynn, thank you. All right, Jennifer, here we go. Okay, Jennifer, for a yeah, Phyllis, I think the energy is pretty high today. For a oracle, you have Kuan Yin, and who is the goddess of compassion. Kuan Yin. And she says, release judgment yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So, Kuan, she's not popped out yet either. So, HIJK. Honestly, I know. Okay, Jennifer, here you go. Jennifer, gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, intentions, and all food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing an intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons and relationships. Mm. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that's within each person's situation. This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself in all ways. Be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. Okay, Miss Jennifer? Miss, if I make you a moderator, would you be willing to put up my information in the chat for me, please? My email and my page. Okay, we're going to get 3 cards for you, Miss Jennifer. Everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm not sure what part you I'm going to actually have more for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards. So here we go. Did you hear from harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that's within each person and situation? This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself in ways. Be happy, be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. So now we're going to pull 3 cards for you. So I'm going to ask for just general. So I need 3 cards of advice, please, for Miss Jennifer. Did you catch that, dear? Then Miss Barbara, I believe, is next. Good. So it seems that already we're needing to be true to ourselves, kind to ourselves, compassionate with ourselves, not be on yourself. There's a lot that you've already come through, dear Stephanie. Okay, so for the next, I just went ahead and pulled 5 for you, Jennifer. For the next, you have the King of Pentacles energy coming towards you. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Um, money, financial. Are you with me? Good morning, Red Chef. Good morning. Hey, I got your email, but it's been crazy, Red Chef. Nuts. Um, oh, Jennifer, your money is coming, like financial stability, financial, an uptick is coming in for you. You're going to be very concentrated on your money for the next couple of weeks. And I'm hearing because, yep, you need to take care of yourself. You've expended too much money lately. And this is part of being good to yourself, is not being so giving to others when it comes from your supply. And that is either spiritual or, right, to ideas, to situations, like making decision. Coming out of this time of indecision is really what I feel the Two of Pentacles is there for. What you're going to need to overcome is you're going to need to overcome. I'm assuming, Phyllis, you're saying yes, indeed, because I asked if you would be a moderator. So there you go. Bam. What you're going to need to overcome is this feeling of hike with the Three of Swords in the reverse. What's going to help you, though, is going to be the Hanged Man in the upright. Serlin, so for new folks, what I'm doing is pulling oracle cards for sure, and then we'll pull a few cards. The next person is Miss Barbara, if she is still here on 31. Oh, yep, I did. And yes, Miss Jane, I will be happy to do you. So listen, Miss Jennifer, Three of Swords, I'm going to have to ignore the chat for a moment. Three is in the reverse. You're coming out of a time of heartache, issues, like someone really has ripped your heart out. I'm not certain that this is a relationship, but I feel like it's friends and family. Somebody has kind of betrayed you. You've had a major betrayal in recent, and it may have something to do with monetary as well, but I just feel like a major betrayal. And what God's asking for, what Spirit is asking for you to do, is have faith that He's working on your behalf. Ask for the angels to come forward and bring you supply. Okay? He's asking you to have faith the sacrifices that you've made are not going to go without harvest. Even if the ground wasn't good ground, still good and pure. And he will honor that because nothing you did was, you did expecting anything in return. You did it out of the kindness and goodness of your heart. So do not remain burdened. Like, I do like his 10 of Wands, like this 10 of Wands in the upright. I'll put him in the upright. I mean, he is picking up his crap, and it's like, it's kind of almost falling out, but he's still picking it up and moving it. And I believe what Spirit's asking you to do is lay your burdens down and let him pick them, move them. But I do see the answer to the financial question that you've had coming, and I heard the next couple of weeks, at least you'll get some sort of notification of what's going on with it, at the very least, if it hasn't come in. Okay? That's what I see for you, Miss Jennifer. And you guys, sometimes I do it for my existing, for folks that have been around. You're so welcome. Okay, guys, here is my email address, gmail.com, https, if you would like to donate to the channel, or you would like a reading, here's my PayPal, MINSP. Data, yours. I want to look up, go up a little bit further. Okay, so Phyllis, BB, Jennifer. Sophie said she could go last. So, yep, we have Ada and then Barbara. Sarah Lynn, what I was saying, some Ocampos that were in my youth group when I had my youth group here in Wisconsin. Okay, so Jada, Barbara. Concerned about our thought. Ricky, I don't understand the question. Have you made smart decisions lately? So sometimes, Ricky, I will, Miss Jada, we're going to pull for you next. Sometimes Ricky, Mr. Ricky or Miss Ricky, I'm not sure which one you are, so you'll have to let me know. So sometimes, Ricky, I ask questions right back to you. Mr. Ricky, I sometimes ask questions right back to you. So when you ask me, have you made smart decisions lately? Lori, hello. That's fine. I don't necessarily go by where you're lacking for my, okay, we'll talk about that. When people ask about making smart decisions, I ask you to ask yourself, and if you believe that you have here and you feel peace about those decisions, then they were the right decisions for you. Okay, Jada. Oh, Sarah Lynn, that's a deep question, baby. For you, yes, Ricky, for you. Like, you follow your own peace, because the peace is all that. When we have peace in our spirit, that's the way that spirit guides us. I don't know who this is. Y'all ever get phone calls and you're just like, where, who, and where you calling me from? And why are you ringing my phone? Jada, are you here, honey? You have to tell me you're here so I can pull cards for you. Jada? Calling, calling Jada twice. Oh, there you are. Girl, you see I put the page out. But Ricky, I will take a look at a card or two and see what we can see. But I need you to be more specific about your question for me to really honestly be able to answer that, because it's a little bit too vague. I don't feel with that. All right. Jada. Jada. Have Goddess Ishtar for boundaries. Jada, boundaries. Hang on, I got people calling me. Everybody wants something from me. Okay. Jada, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and your energy. I can already tell where this is going. Ooh, and she opened right up to her. Now, in the Ishtar is she is an ancient goddess. She's been worshipped and invoked since ancient Babylonian times as the embodiment of Venus's womanly energy. Ishtar represents the divine feminine in all of her aspects, including nurturing, mothering, sensuality, fertility, healing, protection, and wisdom. As a multidimensional goddess, Ishtar doesn't tire of helping the men and women who call up assistance. Now listen what she has to say for you. A sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. Yes, Miss Tiffany. If you feel tired, guilty, or resentful while helping, then you're not truly helping them, are you? You're injecting poisonous energies into the relationship, and then no one benefits. Step back and reassess the situation. As you respect your own boundaries, others will begin to recognize and respect them within you and within themselves as well. Now that's a healthy behavior to teach others. So it's all about boundaries for you, Miss Jada. Okay, about boundaries for you, Miss Jada. So we're going to pull some cards. Let's see what we need to pull for Miss Jada for the next couple of weeks. What does it mean by that? It means that you're giving yourself. It means that you are like, you know how you do and do and do and do for other people and they're not giving back to you. And then you're exhausted, you're tired, even if it's emotionally or spiritually, you're drained. But you're not getting enough. No, we don't give to receive, but we shouldn't give everything of ourselves either. Okay? We can't let people be spiritual vampires and energetic vampires. Did I text you? No, sir. So do you after I, Miss Barbara, okay? Okay, so now you understand what we're saying here? So what popped up, Four of Cups of upright. So what I'm hearing Spirit say is, listen very carefully to what the message I'm about to give you. Take it under consideration and meditation. Okay? So listen very carefully to what's being stated to you, because it is very important. Trying to be sure we keep these energies moving. Miss Jada. Okay, listen. This is a little tough love. All right, here we go. Next couple of weeks, Ace of Cups, what's coming towards you, Ace of Cups in the reverse. So there look like there is going to be a start to a rekindling a relationship or a friendship that was very important to you. However, over the next 2 weeks, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's not happening. And it's going to feel like your heart's being ripped out from your chest. Big person you really were depending upon. This could also be signifying the recent loss that you've suffered, but I tend not to think so. It's a relationship that, or friendship, something along those lines is very important to you. They were a very important part of your life, and you were trying to like get it back, and it's just not working. You've been feeling lately, you're bringing into the next 2 weeks that you can't manifest a blessed thing. Like nothing is working. It's happening. Okay? It's just not happening. The next is going to be very interesting for you. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse in an obstacle fashion. And normally I would say that that says to me, well, you're coming out of this time of worrying, being up at night, being like really, 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 really just so heartbroken. I mean, look at her. She's just super heartbroken right now, right? This to me looks like more of an internal heartbreak. If I look at it in juxtaposition with everything else. Because what help you is this Ten of Cups in the reverse. And again, normally sometimes people would read that as saying, oh, well, you, you're not in a fulfillment. But I look at this as what I'm interpreting this to say in this context is becoming self-part is imperative to you. It is imperative to your survival, literally, like your emotional survival and your healing, okay? Becoming self-partnered, not getting down on yourself all the time, not feeling like you're less than, not feeling like you need someone else to complete you, not feeling like, right? All of these things we talk about a lot on this channel. That is going to be imperative for you to start your own healing process, sweetheart. Because when you start to become healed and whole, then people can't suck energy out of you. There's nothing for them to latch on to. You got kind of this spiritual bubble around you. All right. That's what to really be concentrating on is yourself and setting proper boundaries, taking care of you. All right. Know this, then what you're going to find is that you're going to be guided with the chariot in the upright. So this is Cancer's card, but you're going to be guided in a major way by spirit. Intuition is going to be on point. The the more whole and healed you become, it'll be easier to. All right. All right, Miss Jada. Is what normal for Virgos, honey? To feel like you do, I think it's just normal for people. All of us I had to go through a self-partnering. I same thing. all of us heal ourselves by loving ourselves. All of us do. All of us do. And allow the love of spirit to wash over us. Miss Barbara, if you're here, I'll work on yours next to Miss Sophie. By allowing spirit, so that's part of the whole Reiki, the whole energy healing, and healing through methods, is that you allow love and light to come in and heal. It is the pain. Feel the pain, purge, let it go. Love comes in and replaces that pain with healing and growth and wholeness. Because pain is just where we felt lack. So that's the meditative process. Yes. Wow. And also, Red Chev, again, that's another reason why I offer Reiki through video, is that through distance Reiki, because that's very important as well. That's that can help. And then I teach you meditative processes. Virgos, you guys have, I tell you what though, when you guys grab a hold of this concept, let go. You don't give up until it's done. That's what I love about my Virgos. They don't give up until it's done. Again, people, that's why I do offer the Reiki healing. See, this is why I love my tribe. My tribe helps. My tribe helps each other. Okay. Barbara, are you here? Do I cut off people or take it as a lesson? That's a very general conversation. That's a very general question. Barbara 1031, are you here, please? I think what you need to do is seek guidance about that. See, each area, there's some people that there are a lot of people I haven't cut off per se, but how I enter is very different. And it is a lesson. Yeah. It's going to be a lesson, but sometimes, again, you don't have to cut everybody off. You just need to get stronger. Oh, good Lord. Okay, Barn 31, if you are in the room, please come to the floor. Please come to the chat room floor. Let me know you're. Otherwise, we are going to pull at that point then for Miss Sophie. But I need to know who's going to pick up on. Calling Barbara 1031 once. You're very welcome. Come back on a regular basis. Come back on a regular basis, please, Jada, because that's the purpose of this channel, is to help all of us, right? That's what I say before at the beginning of every video, that we're here to help you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful and prosperous life. Okay, Miss Sophie, we need a card for Miss Sophie. And then Mr. Ricky, if you were here. Sophie. Yep, Sarah Lynn, I got you. Oh, I got a lot of Virgos. All right. Did you guys see my love readings yesterday? That was like the first go around at them. Guys, let me know what you thought about them. I literally went out and bought a new deck just for those because I felt like the energies of my other decks were not like right. Not for love. Okay, one more for Miss Sophie. Okay, Miss Sophie, I'm not sure if this is going to be right for you, but we're going to go with it. Ostara for fertility. Now, if you're not trying to have a baby, don't freak out on me. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Okay. Okay, Miss Sophie. Springtime is any time when the light increases within your mind and entire system. If you feel dark, heavy, or depressed, then you can light filling yourself with positive intentions, nutritious foods, and anything that sparks your feelings of love. Surround yourself with beautiful flowers, brighten the color of your home, and draw back the curtains to let in natural light. You can paint a sunnier outlook within yourself, which will give rise to all sorts of new opportunities. Since like attracts like. Feel more energetic. Read today. Feel more energized and powerful as you spruce up your inner and outer worlds. Then capitalize on this increased vigor by starting a new project that really sing with excitement. Yes, Red Chef, you can ask a question. Let me kind of sort through a few folks. Miss Sophie, did you get that? New Ideas Day. Perhaps new conditions. There you go. I like that. New conditions. Getting out of your old. Love, love. Okay. So after Barbara, Mr. Ricky, are you here? After Mr. Ricky, it's going to be Sarah Lynn and then Ms. Tiffany and then Red Chef. Thank you, Sophie. Have a wonderful day. Calling Mr. Ricky once, calling Mr. Ricky twice. Thank you, Sarah Lynn. Mr. Ricky once. Calling Mr. Ricky to the dance floor. Calling Mr. Ricky to the dance floor. Okay. Well, sometimes you gotta keep it lively. Okay, Sarah Lynn, you are wondering if I can pinpoint exactly what is. What happened, sweetie? Keeping it live. Blocking your growth. Oh, I thought you said it was okay for me to make moderator, but I can remove you as moderator. That's fine. Um, Sarah Lynn, I'm not trying to put you off, but that's a really deep question to ask me. Like, I pick up energies more so that kind of depth. I pick them up either one or like a video chat. Still got some stuff you got to. I'll teach you. Um, but if you do, I can take it off. That's fine. You're just here a lot, so I thought maybe you wouldn't mind, and you don't have to. Miss Fellows, let's job. I'm just kidding. Do you want me to take it off? Sarah Lynn, I want you to email me. Okay. And we'll work this through like today. Email me today. Thank you, Red Chef. I need a few more moderators, guys, so it helps me a lot. And people that can be on during the day. After the video, email me contact information, okay? It's really hard for me to get through that, like here, especially if you want like a pinpoint kind of thing. Okay. Okay. Miss Tiffany, are you here? Because I think that you were next. Miss Tiffany. You're very welcome. Yeah, honey. Okay. So, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, new folks, you may or may not have been aware of it. Probably not. Yeah, you wouldn't know. So we've been manifesting. Well, good morning, Miss Keisha. We've been manifesting 1,000 plus subscribers for the channel, tribe members. I'm fabulous, blessed, and highly favored. How are you, Miss Keisha? And if somebody could put up my email address, please, and my PayPal, that would be great. Anyway, 1,000 subscribers. I noticed on my reports we actually got up over 1,000 subscribers, but there must have been some spammy ones. YouTube removes them. But at the time I turned this live on, we were at 987. It's going to happen today. Today we will reach our 1,000 subscriber level. That will get us to where there are chats. That will also so the super chats, you know, if you've seen other chats where they've got the dollar sign in the corner, most important part to that though for me is that it's going to allow me to be able to do a lot of different things. Like, you know, I know that that's like the start of something of a snowball effect with the channel. So guys, my goal, my where this channel is going is creating content, is creating you know, training content for those that are learning to use their spiritual gifts, becoming spiritually enlightened, recovering after narcissistic personality abuse, any other that, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? Healing after heartache, all these kinds of things. That's the content. So some of that be classes where it's like, you know, you can subscribe and get it. Paid classes. Also, yesterday during the live yesterday, we were talking about having spiritual retreats. Yes, let's have different spiritual retreats as a tribe all over the nation. We'll pick a few spots, pick one centralized here in the Midwest, right? Everybody comes to me. All right, we go to Chicago or something. I don't know. Although Wisconsin's really, really cool. Tiffany, here we are. Let me pull a card for you. So that's the direction we're heading in, guys. I've got like all moderators in here now. Most of the time, I'm like, I have no moderators. Miss Tiffany, if you want to pop back on, baby. Calling Miss Tiffany back to the dance floor. Calling Miss Tiffany back to the dance floor. That song, Meeting in the Ladies' Room. Got a meeting in the ladies' room. Right. Oh, isn't this the second time you got her? Because I've seen her a lot. Oh, one more. All right, Spirit. Okay, Spirit told me 3 cards for you, Miss Tiffany. Guinevere for true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Sedna for infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. And then Pele for divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire, Miss Tiffany? So I'm going to read them all in order. So Guinevere says, Miss Tiffany, romance is not an outmoded concept, far from it. Romance is the time-honored precept of merging with the divine as it's manifest within another human being. Romance is also playful, herald springtime flowers and new life. You needn't be in a partnership to evoke romance, however. You can manifest it for you through laughter, surrounding yourself with beauty, and indulging in luxurious treats. Romance is the life force of the universe, and it is a worthwhile goal. Oh, thank you. So listen, Miss Tiffany, um, operating in love, okay, really, when we're operating in a true spirit of love, we that's when we're operating in our highest self. And I will tell you, when you're operating in that true love, that's when manifestation happens. Like, it's just like you turn around, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Operating in love. And so romance yourself, honey. Make yourself feel good. Romance yourself. Love yourself. True love. Self-love. Sorry. I'm not going to stop talking about this because we all want to talk about manifestation, but we don't want to talk about the work we have to do before we manifest. And the work you do before you manifest is self-partnering. If you don't love yourself so much to the point that you understand every nook and cranny about just about everyone, and that you've not had enough healing done right ahead of time, all right? If you haven't become healed and whole and self-partnered, it is, good morning, little P. It's very difficult to manifest. Why? Because you cannot maintain, this is good, y'all. Y'all listen to this here. If you're not self-partnered, it's very difficult to manifest because you do not have enough, for lack of a better term, control over, or you do not have enough love in your reservoir, positive emotions and high vibrations and resonance to resonate at the level of which that which you want to manifest is at. if you are not yourself self-partnered and have not raised your own resonance to that point. Can't resonate at a high level if you're still and emote, right? Set your energy in motion. Can't do that at a high level if you haven't self-partnered and self-healed. So I don't care how many manifestation gurus you go to. I don't care how many manifestation YouTube videos you watch. I don't care what you do. If you raised your vibrations and you're not operating at a high capacity and level of love, you're not going to manifest what you want because you're still too far down. And I wasn't saying that directly at you, Miss Tiffany. I'm just came. Sedna is your next one. Now, Sedna is an Inuit Eskimo and Alaskan goddess of the sea. Who? There we go. Thank you, Red Chev. Thank you, love. Okay, the message from Sedna, Miss Tiffany. This is an universe filled with more than enough for everyone. Yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities. In this instance, it's about and receiving. The key is to balance the two. If you only give, Lord Jada needed to be that. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you're guided, and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly the thing. Both the inhale and the exhale are identically important. Practicing giving and receiving daily, and you'll never want for anything. Okay, that's good too. And your last card, Miss Tiffany, let me make sure I know how to pronounce her name. I did that right. And she's an Hawaiian goddess. You're just all over the world today. Miss Tiffany, your message from Pele, to the sound of your heart and breath, you'll recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged. They're natural and eternal. What part of are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They're just as much a part of nature as are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love. Listen to them, my child. Listen to your dreams. They'll activate the power, eruption, and passion of your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of your life, you're truly alive in all ways. You are, Miss Tiffany. Your cards provided a very deep lesson for the day, and I hope they helped you. Yes, I love it too. I think I had Tiffany, and then I think Red Chef, did you have a question for me? I see it here. Oh no, that's not your question. Okay, maybe not. This is really, I love this time. Depending upon which job I end up with, we may not have this time. But that's why I need to go full time, guys. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors. This I'm giving my purpose permission to abundantly provide for my person. So I'm giving this, the spiritual practice, permission to abundantly provide for my person. Should you wait to press charges to I wrote about? Yes, Lil P, you may have one. Red Chev, 1 second. Hold on, Red Chev. I need to look at your email again really quick, okay? I you need to No, honey, you're fine. You keep finding out more information all the time. I guess then don't. Or I should say check to see why you want to put your business out in the street. So I need to understand which two people, because you wrote a lot of different people that are doing things to you or have done things. If you want to email me, you should go with your intuition. Yes. Yes. That's the easiest way to answer the question. And Red Chef, I wanted to there's an energy block in your how could it's as if I have seen your your crown and your crown chakra and your intuition and your third eye under attack. Do whatever your intuition is telling, but I feel like that's a reason for some of the physical issues is your crown and your crown, your third eye are under attack. And I do see that there are some issues in the sacral. Of course, there'd be issues in your sacral. Okay, so I'm not wrong. All right, honey, I need to kind of go into the spirit realm for you. Red Chev, I'm dispatching angels now, and you guys understand I'm coming at this from a Christian perspective. Do not be offended. I'm dispatching angels right in the name of Jesus to go and minister to Red Chev. I'm dispatching angels to fight off, to go those spirits that are attacking Red Chev right now in the name of Jesus. You have no right over her. You've no right. You've no right to be there over Red Chev whatsoever. Red Chev is not giving you permission to operate. Block or interfere in their life at all. So I'm commanding you now. About Red Chev right now. A hedge of protection around Red Chev. Peace beyond all understanding, I speak over Red Chev right now. Creator, you that you're just ministering, even now, love and peace and joy, Chev, and that you've placed a hedge of protection around Red Chev. As we pray, amen. Did you hear me? Did anybody else hear me? Hey, Andra. Lil P, you there? That's done. That's done, Red Chef. Good. I'm about to pull your card. That's done, Red Chef. So listen, they're trying to, they have been sending attacks at you like 40 going flipping north. But we're done now. Okay? Because, listen, I'm not going to denote or say that smudging and all of that stuff. At some point, we have to graduate from needing the physical. Honey, I'm pulling a card for you. That's what I'm doing for you. We'll see where else it goes. P, I love you. I love you, Lil P. But Red Chev, this is the thing, is that we have to get and begin to understand exactly how the spirit realm, the laws of the spirit realm, and how it operates. Okay? Authority that we have in it, regardless of whether or not we have crystals or anything else in our presence. Sometimes that physical representation of the spiritual, of what we're doing in the spirit is good, yes, but we don't see in order for it to happen. And sometimes we put more faith in the spiritual ritual than we do in the actual spiritual occurrence. If that makes sense. Okay, Lil P. What do we have for Lil P? And I'm not chiding, not correcting anyone. This is just what I'm just passing on what I've learned. I understand. I understand. Some people do all voodoo though, but regardless, like people are shocked when they're like, "Did you smudge your house? Have you done this? Have you done that?" I'm like, "No." And I mean, I do have some. If I went and chose them, I would, if I went and picked the, but I don't necessarily, sometimes if I want a little booster, a little reminder, then I'll have them on hand, but I don't need them. I didn't grow up. You smudge on a regular basis. Oh, oh my goodness. I got 3 cards for you too, Lil P. So understand. But I'm gonna do Lil P's reading and then I have to tell you all a story because it's really funny. Okay, Lil P, we got 3 oracle cards for you today, Lovey. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So I think you've been doing a little bit too much. Sig or siege is the Gnostic goddess. Contemplate, dear. So Lil P, she's saying to you, shh. The dearest one, quiet your mind, breathe and let go of words, worry, and plans. Go into that space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world doesn't enter. Now is the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions. Just allow your mind to be at rest. You'll know soon enough when it's time to take action. But for now, quiet your mind and rest, mother. Then you got Unag. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in its perfect timing. Una. Una is a Celtic goddess. She was part of some of the original inhabitants of Ireland. Oh, so her and her clan transformed themselves into leprechauns. Okay. Una says, nurturing is a cause or a relationship nurturing a cause or a relationship is a long-term commitment and one that cannot be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care about what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I'm willing to stick with through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I and take action and let my loved ones know that I deeply care about them. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you make time for the relationships and projects that truly count in your heart. Do what's important to you, Lopi, and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. All right. Mother Mary here for expecting a miracle. I love this one for you. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Faith is the light that illuminates your pathway. Without faith, the future looks very frightening. That's why it's essential for you to take whatever steps are needed to make others stronger. It strengthens not only yourself, but the entire world. So stay strong, love. And rest, honey. I know you're trying to make money before the baby comes, but honestly, like rest. Okay, I'm getting rid of all of these notifications because it's really annoying. Okay, so I have to tell you guys a funny thing and all that kind of stuff. So when last year when I got rid of the ex, right, or the like moved him all out. Some of you know I was pretty sick. Oh my gosh, all this talking. So it's pretty, and you're welcome, love. So my girlfriend comes over here. She's just the sweetest thing ever. She's a Sag, and she's very, very, very spiritual, and she's like an artist and everything. Hello, Lisa Phillips. How are you? And so she comes over, and she's just like, okay. She like does this thing with like these crystals, and she was like, we're gonna like bad energy, like his bad energy, and it's gonna like kind of go into this like vortex or whatever. I didn't understand. She like went around the house, she saged the house. It smelled good. She smudged the house, and she was doing all of this stuff. And I was just like, all I want chicken soup and some orange juice, and I'm fine. Like, but she was so sweet. She was really trying to be super helpful. I'm like, okay, thank you. She thought, can I just get my orange juice and my chicken soup because I'm not feeling good? And but she swears by it. And every I say something like might be amiss a little bit, honey, she is right over here with that sage. Johnny on the spot. Anyway, bless her heart, smudging it. I was just like, and then she starts like waving the sage over me. And I've got like the sniffles and everything. I'm like, okay, wait, I can't breathe. I'm fine. How do you know where your tribes? Do you mean physically, like around you? Um, I call us because I believe everybody that is subscribed to this channel is led to this channel. Because I put out very specific, as far as this channel was concerned, I put up very, very, very specifically that I wanted it, that was calling people that were either currently light workers, becoming light workers, or moving through different stages of self partnering and healing, and that wanted to take that next step towards like quantum type manifestation. And like all of us want to take the next step to that next level in our spiritual growth and enlightenment and ascension. Now, how do you know where your tribe is locally? In my local tribe, guys, I'm going to continue to talk, but I I've got Bluetooth, but I need some more coffee. So don't, I didn't like literally ascend, and I'm still talking. Okay. Anyway, so Lisa, how I found my tribe locally was I started like looking on Facebook or Meetup for different spiritual meetings in my area. And actually, a friend of mine who was actually a hairdresser, okay, she, okay, so she's an insurance client, my hairdresser, sometimes when I go to her locally. And she was like, she and her partner, they both sent me this like invite to this meeting. I think she means spiritual tribe, dear. So the spiritual tribe. So anyway, I found my spiritual tribe locally because I was in the right place. I myself to be guided. So I was going to Kim and her partner Angie. They were going to these meetings, right? You don't have any social media? Well, this is your tribe, lovey. Meetup isn't social. Meetup is an app where you can locally find like-minded people. I agree. Good Lord. Damn Bixby talks. I mean, Bixby just in my phone. But physical tribe, locally, I do have a tribe locally here in the Madison, Wisconsin area. I'm blessed that this is where my Reiki master is and everything. Although I haven't been out there in a minute, but I've been busy. But yeah, Lisa, we'll be your tribe. That's why I honestly call all my subs my tribe. If you go to my Patreon page, um, it's like welcome to the tribe. Because that's honestly how I feel about it. And I do believe, yes, Red Chef, I do believe that that's a huge purpose for the channel is to train people worldwide to be able to start their own local tribes. I do believe that. And I think, some of the things that we're going to do for spiritual awakenings or spiritual retreats when we're all together, like go through like those that want to become like Reiki masters or practitioners. Like, let's do that. That's why I need to get my Reiki master. But I'll get that in a minute. I'm not worried about that. But do that, right? So that we can, become Reiki practitioners. Because some people like to see where's my license. Actually, my license is right here.